Manager of the week, baby. Week 8. We're on the back half. This week, manager of the week, it's Kevin. Done. Fastest manager of the week reveal ever. Kevin Dressler. Couldn't look the other way. Most points scored in a week this season, 148.9 points. I mean, hard not to make Kevin manager of the week this week. Some stinkers kind of across the board. This was the matchup of the week. Kevin versus Bags, the youngsters of the league, going at it. Bags and Kevin. Bags put up 123 points. These two almost combined for 275 points, which is nuts. And Kevin walked away easily, even with Derrick Henry kind of having a bit of a down week against the Jameis Winston Cleveland Browns. Doesn't matter. He still gets 33 from CD. Baker Mayfield is insane. 22 points. Joe Mixon, 21 points. He's just... Kevin, right now, sitting second in the league, 6-2. Put up 148 points, which is the most points scored in a week this season. Watch out for Kevin. This could be Kevin's year. Looking at his squad too, he's got incredible depth. I don't know why he has 3 quarterbacks on his team, but I'm not here to question it because he's sitting 6-2, comfortably in the second spot, comfortably in a bye week right now as things stand. So we'll see if he can keep doing it, which I think he's going to because, man, his squad looks really good on paper. He's avoided the injury bug quite a bit, and he just has solid talent from top to bottom. So Kevin walking away, 2-time manager of the week. You don't win anything this week because you've already got yourself a shirt. Kevin got himself a shirt that a couple weeks ago when he became the manager of the week for the first time. I think back in like week 5 or something like that. So nothing here, but hey, just a little teaser. We might have more gear on the way. So you don't get anything this week, but if you win manager of the week, in the future weeks, you might get something else. So there you go. Congratulations, Kevin, your week 8 manager of the week. Let's look at the league standings. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention manager of the week presented by Hims. Don't forget Sinead at checkout, 60% off. Don't want to lose that sponsorship by not shouting them out. Let's move to the league standings presented by Subway. Eat fresh. The standings are a bit of a disaster right now. I gotta say, it's insane. 60% of the league right now sitting at either 4-4 or 3-5. It's chaos. I can't even begin to comprehend who could possibly be getting in and who could be out right now. Really, from the third place team, which is Michael sitting at 5-3, and Corey sitting at 2-6. I get there's a 3-game spread there, but man, it just seems like everybody's pretty clustered in terms of total points, in terms of who's good right now, who's kind of on the upswing, who's on the downswing. Corey and Chase are kind of going the wrong direction. Derek and Mitch are kind of scary opponents. Even Bags is kind of putting haymakers at their Lad McConkey starting every week. He threw up 2 touchdowns last week, so it's all up for grabs, basically, is what I'm saying. And even Corey sitting at 2-6, he's lost 6 straight. He's still only like 4 or 5, 40 or 50 points behind a playoff position, which isn't terrible. So he gets some pretty good weeks, maybe gets some wins here or there. You could see him going up. I mean, the variables out there right now are nuts. So with just a couple weeks remaining, we're heading into week 9, so we've got about 5 weeks left. Anything could happen. So lock in. This is the time to lock in right now. It's all up for grabs. I mean, Kevin and I have kind of distanced ourselves up top and have got some pretty solid squads. But then behind that, man, anything could happen. So we'll see how these last 5 weeks happen. And we're going to move right in to this week. It's a pretty big week. What's our game of the week this week? And, there's some interesting matchups. There's nothing that really, pops off the screen as what could be a matchup of the week. I mean, you've got Mitch taking on me, which is a good one. You've got Kevin taking on Chase, which is a good one. Joe taking on Corey, which is an interesting one. Derek taking on Dan. I think whenever Dan is playing somebody, it's a big one. But he's just lost Stephon Diggs. His team's falling apart at the seams. I think he might be the front runner to win the JT this year. We'll see. I don't know. I know he's successfully avoided it for the last couple of years, but for forever actually. He's never had a JT. This might be his season. I don't know. We'll see. But Michael and Bags is the game of the week. I mean, you got 5-3. Michael's lost 3 straight. Bags is 3-5 and kind of on the upswing. He's been putting up some good points in recent weeks. Michael's got some guys on bye, but he still has, you know, Josh Allen, Kenneth Walker. He's still got some guys that can put up some big numbers. This is kind of a big week for this for these two. So Jim Nance, Tony Romo, they're heading out to Michael and Bags' matchup to call this one. I think this is Bags has kind of found himself in the right place at the right time, playing in some pretty big matchups, and historically speaking, he's kind of fallen flat. So we'll see if he can kind of keep that up. But there you go. That's the Manager of the Week video this week. I don't have anything else to say. Lock in. Now's the time to lock in. And also, hey, little teaser. We could have some gear coming, new gear coming to the table soon. We'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Hims. Shout out to Subway. We'll see if we can get somebody on board for Game of the Week. But that's it for me. Game week 9? Yeah, we're in week 9. Let's go.